All right. Today, here on the Vendor's Edge podcast, we're going to be talking about creating an event marketing plan as a vendor. Have you ever been at a market and you're like, I just didn't get my post done? I didn't get um, my material out that I think I should have. And you felt like the foot traffic by your booth just wasn't what it should have been or what you expected, or you didn't meet the goals that you had set for yourself. And when you look back, you're kind of like, I think I dropped the ball. Well, creating an event marketing plan is going to help you solve that dilemma. When you look at being successful at a farmer's market, it isn't just showing up at the event and selling. That happens and you can definitely do that. But to set yourself in the best position possible to make the most amount of sales, to engage with the most amount of customers, create loyal customers, and to set yourself up for success going forward at future events, you really need to sit down and create an event marketing plan. And that's going to set you ahead of the game more than the other folks that are at the market. And it's really going to take your business and your products to the next level. But I'm Bill Davenport with Anchored Market Ventures. We're your number one source for vendor empowerment and knowledge. We run farmers markets in the Florida Panhandle. We put out educational material to help vendors succeed at farmers markets, craft shows, and festivals. And we're super stoked that you're here joining us. Why why does every vendor need a marketing plan? Well, before we even get into that, you might be thinking, what exactly is an event marketing plan? Well, it boils down to it's a strategic roadmap for you as a vendor to effectively promote your business, your products, your services before, during, and after participating in a market or event. The goal is to maximize your visibility, attract customers, and to drive sales and engagement. So it's a it's a way of marketing. I mean, the Cliff Note version is it's a way of marketing and promoting the event you're going to be at, your products, your business, and generate interest and foot traffic to your booth at your event. It really does. Having a plan really does increase your visibility and foot traffic at events. An event already has a built-in base or foot traffic that's going to come to the event, but the goal is to increase that. Think of it as when it comes to increasing foot traffic at an event, think of like almost like a spider web. The center, the nucleus of that event is the event. They're doing marketing and promotion out to different areas that's going to drive customers to the event. Well, each rung on that spider web that goes out are vendors, and your vendor, your customers, and your advertising and marketing is going to expand that spider web. So there's going to be some crossovers, but there's going to be some unique customers that you're going to grab and bring to that event. So it's a great way of 5xing, 10xing the foot traffic that comes to not only the event but comes to your booth to come see you. It also helps you prepare and engage your customers and your audience better. So when we're looking at a marketing plan, what are the essential components of an event marketing plan? I'd say the first step is goal setting. You want to define and set some measurable goals for the event. That's stuff like sales, um, targeted amount of people that you want to engage at your booth. Are there leads, a certain amount of leads that you want to collect? Is there a certain revenue point that you want to hit for that particular event? You want to set specific and measurable goals right off the bat. And then you want to look at, do those goals realistically align with my overall business objective of what I'm trying to do or where I'm trying to go? You want to look at your target audience. Who are you trying to reach? You know, there's an adage, if you try to reach everybody, you ultimately end up reaching nobody. So we can canvas everybody, and we're going to get a few sales here and there from that. But we want to really look at the demographics of who we want to target our marketing to. Who do we want to catch the attention of? How much of the people that come to the event meet our target audience? How can we expand that target audience? You want to look at that. And then you also want to look at, how does your product or services meet their needs? So you've identified who you want to reach, who your target audience is. Now, how does your product benefit them? How does your product serve a need? How is your product something that they want to purchase? Those are things you want to be thinking about. Now, that leads us right into pre event marketing. Pre event marketing is creating social media posts, it's creating email campaigns, possibly putting out flyers. You want to collaborate possibly with the event organizers. So you can do a promotional thing, bring it to the attention of the event organizers. You guys can collaborate and dual put it out so it's reaching more people. Um, you can reach out to other vendors, to other businesses, do a collaboration for that event. Again, that gets it out to more people, but you really want to target social media. And if you're not currently using an email campaign or an email newsletter, you want to start that. The current TikTok phenomenon that's going on right now, with TikTok being banned and shut off and TikTok being turned back on, we got to see kind of firsthand that our content on social media, we don't own. But what we do own are emails that we collect. That no matter what social media platform you heavily use, in an instant, that can go away. So folks are no longer going to see your posts, they're not going to see your videos, but email is there, and you can still share your videos, your pictures, your behind the scenes, your upcoming products, where you're going to be on an email campaign or an email newsletter. And the benefit of that is, 9 times out of 10, the folks that gave you those emails, those are people that wanna know about your products. Those are people that eventually can become your super fans, your loyal customers. So, if you're not currently collecting emails and sending out a email newsletter through an email campaign or something like that, I'd highly encourage you to start looking at that because of the current events that we're seeing that can happen on any one of these platforms like Facebook, Instagram, uh, LinkedIn, any of them that you use, they can be here today and gone tomorrow. And what you're left with are your emails. And that's an amazing way to connect to customers and help get your marketing plan out to them. The next thing you'd want to look at is your booth design and on-site marketing. So, are you setting up a booth that will catch the attention of folks walking by your booth? If you're just putting a tent, a canopy up with a table, no banner, no signs, you'll make sales. There's no doubt about it. But it's not going to catch the attention of the amount of people that you have probably set your expectation to. So at the end of the market, you're going to leave feeling maybe depressed, upset because you didn't hit the goals that you had set for yourself. So you want to look at your booth design. Do you have colors that match your brand? Do you have texture? And that means maybe smaller stuff up front going to a little bit bigger, so it's creating texture. You have your display boxes and shelves set up in a way that it creates a little bit of depth in your booth. Do you have your primary product displayed and highlighted some way in your booth? Are your products elevated? They're not just laying flat on a table at all costs. You want to avoid just laying stuff flat. Even if you can get some little stands and a box, a wooden crate, put a little cloth over it, put your products on top. All of that helps lend to the texture, the depth, raising stuff up into the eye level, which increases your purchases. Um, One thing I see a lot of vendors do is have their tents set too low. A lot of vendors are like, well, I'm not tall. Well, your customers might be. So if you're setting your tent so it's they have to duck, it's at their nose level and they have to duck to get into that booth where you're selling at, that's a hindrance. And customers truly are creatures of the path of least resistance. If they have to duck, if they have to walk around stuff, if you're trying to create a small entrance into a booth in an open space, that might not be the right setup for you and your particular product. So you want to take all of that into consideration when it comes to your booth design. On-site marketing, how do you engage with your customers? Are you doing a bundle deal? Are you doing we're running a sale during these hours at the market? There's different things that you can do to market while you're at the market that will help attract folks into your booth, and those can lead to potential sales. And then the fifth thing we want to look at is post event follow up. Email out thank you messages, social media updates. You can post on your social medias. We had a great market. We're super appreciative to everybody that stopped by our booth. You made our day. Anything along that line, you can post online reviews of that market, of your day, updating customers. And then you can also use post event feedback. If people left comments on your post about, hey, I stopped by, I really love this product. Hey, I stopped by, me and my friends, first time coming to the event and we loved your booth. All of that is post event feedback that one, you can take it and help improve your products if it's applicable, but two, you can take those opportunities to foster the relationships with those customers and grow lifelong customers off of that post-event feedback. And then that leads us into a step-by-step example of building a marketing plan. So, here's a hypothetical marketing plan for you as a vendor, and we'll say this vendor sells handmade candles. Now, this is totally a hypothetical, but it's an example of how a marketing plan, how you would generate a marketing plan. So, a candle vendor would first look at their goals and come up with their goal is I want to sell 100 candles and collect 50 email signups at this event. That's the goal. So we'll say um, for this candle vendor, we'll name them Honey Wax Candles. They're a bee wax candle maker. So coming up to their event, they're like, I want to sell 100 candles and I want 50 email signups for my email newsletter. So now they got to look at their audience. They got to target local shoppers who appreciate a sustainable product like beeswax candles. So they're going to look at folks that like clean air, they like sustainable products, natural products, things of that nature. They're going to identify who would probably be most likely to buy my beeswax candles. And then they're going to look at a pre event strategy. They're going to go out and they're going to use Instagram stories, Facebook stories. They're going to create some reels about the event they're going to be at. They're gonna create some stories and reels about their products and the health benefits and the natural qualities about their candles. And they're also gonna be encouraging while you come and see us, we'd love to have you sign up for our newsletter. They're gonna go out on local groups and pages on those social media sites and say, hey, we're going to be here on this day. Can't wait to see you guys. We're going to have some great products. Highlight a product or two that you're going to have at that event. You're also going to advertise if you're going to be doing some on site marketing like that during the hours of 10 to 1. We're going to be offering a 25% off, whatever your marketing advertisement is. Go ahead and get some early bird promotion on it through those groups. So you're already going to start using social media on your posts, your stories, your reels, getting the event, your product, and your marketing out there. Now it's the market day. Now let me back up. Your pre-event strategy, let's say your market is on a Saturday. Your pre-event strategy should not begin Friday or Saturday morning. And the reason is the algorithm takes a while for stuff to get into it. Even more so right now because it seems like social media is being wonky with TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and everybody kind of jostling around right now in kind of this limbo area. But how many times have you been on social media and you didn't see a post until it was 3 days, 5 days, 6 days past the day that it was posted? I would say at a minimum, if your event's on Saturday, you should start posting on Tuesday or Wednesday, if not sooner, and make posts every day or every other day leading up to that event. One, that gets you multiple pieces of content out there because not everybody's going to see the same pieces of content that you post. It's going to give time for the algorithm to do its thing and start disseminating it out. And you're going to have folks seeing it that are going to come to the event instead of making the if you stuck to your original plan of making a post on Friday or Saturday morning, you're not going to get it out to the people that need to see it. So do your pre-event strategy plan, but make those posts early for your upcoming event. And then that's going to lead us to our on-site execution, which is setting up maybe a product demo, lighting a candle, showing how it burns on the beeswax, how it's a clean burn. You're offering your exclusive discounts for attendees during this time. You get X amount off. Whatever the promotion is, you buy two of these, you get this type of candle free, any type of bundle deal. But the day of the market, you're doing your on-site marketing and execution of your marketing plan. And then after the event, this doesn't have to be the exact same day. Say your event's on Saturday, it doesn't have to be Saturday afternoon or evening. You can do this Sunday morning, but you want to do a post event follow up. You want to post out on your social media the thank yous and acknowledging the folks that have came out and supported you. You want to follow up with emails if you have emails. You can send out your newsletter and put a thank you in there. You can even offer them, hey, thanks for coming out. Here's a special discount code at our next event. If you bring this discount code to us by the booth, you get 20% off your purchase. Whatever it is, your imagination is your limit on what you can offer to help drive traffic into your booth at the market. And then that's going to lead us right into tools and resources for event marketing. But I want to take a moment. If you haven't liked, subscribed, and leave a comment on either our YouTube version of the podcast or left a review and a like on Spotify or Apple, we'd really love it. That really helps us out tremendously. It lets us know you're enjoying and getting some value out of the content we're putting out. And also, we have the uh, Farmers Market Success, a comprehensive guide for vendors. It's our book that I wrote for vendors, whether you're looking to become a vendor at your local markets, newly a vendor, or you're an OG of the markets. This is an A to Z guide. We cover everything from setting your business up to insurance to equipment. We go in and talk about if you're a produce vendor, a meat vendor, arts and crafters, everything. It's a great guide. You can use this as a resource to flip back to. It should give you a lot of options that maybe you haven't thought about, but you can purchase this on Amazon. We'll have a link to it in the show notes, but it's a great way for you guys to help support us here at Anchored Market Ventures. But we'd really love to hear feedback from you guys. And we do this because of you guys. We want to see everybody succeed at the markets. But that leads us right into tools and resources for event marketing. So, what are some tools that you can use to set up your event marketing plan? You need to get on a social media platform. Social media is a powerful tool. I know a lot of folks still are resistant to social media, but social media is not going away. It's going to be here in some way, shape, or form. So, if you're currently using Facebook, put your marketing out on Facebook. If you use Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest. There's a lot of different apps that you can use to do your marketing plan. I would say if you're just starting out, pick one that you're most comfortable on and target that social media for a while. If you're more comfortable with social media, pick one or two, maybe a third one up, and do your marketing across those. But you definitely need to choose a social media platform to market on. Set up a email newsletter. That is a powerful tool for your event marketing. There's MailChimp, Constant Contact. We use Moosin. There's a lot of them out there. I'd say MailChimp's probably the most popular one out there. They're all fairly easy to use. If you're not sure how to use it, there are thousands of YouTube videos out there that walk you step by step on how to set up your email marketing and your email marketing campaign. So you want to have that tool set up and going. It is a powerful tool. And like I said earlier, with how social media can be here today, gone tomorrow, you've lost contact with your social media. But if you've collected those emails, you're still able to market and get information out to folks that want to support you. And then you want to look at a graphic design software, something to help make your posts, to make your videos. For us, I use Canva a lot. I think Canva's awesome. I will say the pro version, which is their paid version, is a little bit more awesome. We go ahead and pay for that. You get some more tools and features and options that are available to you when you pay. I think it's really worth it, especially if you plan on doing this or trying to make your market business full time. Definitely look at Canva, but there's a lot of other great options. Whichever one you feel most comfortable with using, roll with that one. And then you want to look at some offline resources to be able to make your flyers, your business cards, and your signage for your booth. Here in Panama City, I love Christina and Finch Fisher of Fishco Graphics. They're amazing people. They can knock all of that out for you. But wherever you're at, there's a lot of options that you can look at to make your flyers, business cards, and signage for your market business. And you're definitely want to get some of that because all of that helps in your marketing and connecting with customers and making sales. And then you want to figure out a way to track how many customers that you visited your booth, how many sales you made that day. You want to keep records, the analytics of your market day, your market month, your market year. All of that is important. It'll help you shift and adjust products for your business. It'll help you identify what worked well with your marketing, what didn't work well for your marketing. So it's important to track engagement in your booth and analytics of what you're selling and the feedback that you're getting. And then that kind of leads us right into our closing thoughts. Event marketing is important. Having an event marketing plan as a vendor is super important. You can't rely just on the market that you're attending to be the only source for marketing. They're marketing everybody to get foot traffic in. When you do your marketing, you are marketing just for you and your products. So you're really going to be able to pull folks out of that foot traffic, and you're going to be able to generate your own foot traffic into your booth with that. So it's important to set goals and knowing your audience when you're generating your plan. You want to develop and execute an effective pre-event strategy, an on-site strategy, and a post-event strategy with your marketing plan. and then utilize the tools that are out there, social media, your email newsletters, your graphics program, and some sort of software or way of tracking your analytics from your market. So I'd love to hear what you're currently doing for your marketing. How's it working for you? Are there any changes that you plan on making? If you're not doing any marketing at all, was there anything in this podcast that maybe struck you a little bit and you're like, I'm going to start doing this? We'd love to hear all of that. Leave us a comment, send us an email. Let us know what you'd love to hear us talk about because we're here for you and we want to see each and every one of you succeed at the local markets. We think they are super magical and special places in our community, a great way of connecting local growers, producers, and makers with the community. And with that, we'll see you guys on the next podcast.